Hi, my name is Sin and I have been a software engineer for over 30 years. In this video, I'll walk you through how to install OpenClaw. Let's start with the hardware requirements. You'll need a minimum of 4 GB of RAM. 8 GB is recommended. You'll need 2 CPU cores at a minimum. 4 CPU cores are recommended. You'll need 1 GB of storage for the bare installation. 5 GB of storage would be good if you want to get some small things done. Now, for the software requirements, you'll need Mac OS, Linux, or Windows, or WSL2 if you want to run Linux inside Windows. You'll need Node.js version 24 or higher. You'll need npm or pnpm to download dependencies. And if you want to get some AI work related done, you'll want to supply an API key or use OAuth. OAuth is recommended if you have a ChatGPT subscription, so you don't have to pay extra on top of your monthly subscription. If you use an API key, you will end up paying every time an API call is made. Just be very careful of API keys. As for a browser, it's technically optional. OpenClaw can run completely via the command line interface. OpenClaw does have a browser interface, but we'll stick to the Terminal User Interface, or TUI, as OpenClaw calls it. Let's begin by installing Git. To get started, go to git-scm.com and download the latest version of Git. Click the correct operating system you are using. I'm on Windows, so I'll click the latest build of Windows. After it's done downloading, go ahead and run it. Hit Next until you get to the default editor. Change this so that Notepad is your default editor. Hit Next a few more times until you get to the terminal emulator. Select the Windows default console window. Continue to hit Next a few more times until the installation progress begins. Uncheck the View Release Notes and click Finish. Congratulations! You have now successfully installed Git. Let's now install Node.js. Go to nodejs.org and click on Get Node.js. Download the correct version for your operating system. In my case, I'm using Windows, so I will download the version with a Windows installer. Once it's done downloading, go ahead and run install. Very important, check the checkbox that reads automatically install the necessary tools. If you don't, you will run into all sorts of issues down the road. Hit Next to continue and proceed with the installation. Click Finish when it's done. A console window will come up. Press any key to continue. On the next screen, press any key to continue again. If Python is not installed in your system, Node.js will install it. If your machine does not have the Microsoft Visual C++ redistributable runtime files, Node.js will install it, along with the build tools necessary to compile applications. You'll also see that some Visual Studio 2026 build tools are being installed. Do not touch or click the PowerShell window because in doing so you may accidentally pause the process. This can take an upwards of 10 minutes depending on your internet speed and connection. Don't panic if you see error messages or warnings on the screen. It's a normal part of the installation process. Once you see a list of things it installed and upgraded, press Enter to exit. Congratulations, you have now installed Node.js. OpenClaw. You are now finally ready to install OpenClaw. Go to openclaw.ai, scroll down until you see the Quick Start section. There are multiple ways to install OpenClaw. I'll choose the one-liner one and run it on PowerShell. Click the copy icon to the right to copy the command to the clipboard. Click the Start button and search for PowerShell. Run it with administrative privileges. Right-click on the blue area to paste the install command and press Enter. Wait for it to install. It might take several minutes. The Windows Firewall dialog box will come up at some point and ask for permission. Go ahead and allow it. Once the installation is complete, OpenClaw will launch. And you'd be able to tell because you'll see the OpenClaw banner. You will be prompted if you accept responsibility for running this as a personal trusted agent, and that you understand that if you want multiple people or outside access, you must secure OpenClaw first. Use the arrow key to move to the left to highlight yes and press Enter to continue. Setup mode. For setup mode, select Quick Start. In the model auth provider, select one that is applicable to you. In my case, I subscribe to ChatGPT and I can use OpenClaw with ChatGPT using OAuth, so I don't have to pay extra per web API call. If you don't have a model or an auth provider, at the bottom of the list, you may choose to skip for now. But since I selected OpenAI Codex with OAuth, I will now be prompted to authenticate to OpenAI. Once authenticated, OpenClaw is now connected to my ChatGPT account. I chose ChatGPT 5.4 as my default AI model. In the Select Channel part, you have an option to link OpenClaw to any of the listed communication channels. This will allow you and OpenClaw to communicate bi-directionally with each other. I will skip this for now, but you are welcome to configure it if you want to. For a search provider, I will skip this for now as well. Search providers give OpenClaw the ability to look things up online. Basically, it's surfing the web for you. For skills, I will skip it for now as well. Skills allows OpenClaw to perform certain tasks like opening your Google Calendar and making updates to it. For hooks, I will skip it for now as well. Hooks lets OpenClaw respond to events so it can react to things as they happen. Press the spacebar to select skip for now and enter to continue. And that's basically all the configuration to get a bare-bones OpenClaw AI agent running. A window opens which runs the OpenClaw's gateway. Once OpenClaw's terminal user interface starts, it will prompt for basic information such as its name, your name, and what sort of personality it should have, and an emoji. Future AI agents you install will always use their designated emoji so you can tell them apart from each other. First Python program. Just as a simple test to make sure everything is working, I ask OpenClaw, which I named just Claw, to create a simple Python program that asks for the user's name, age, and birthday. If the age and birthday has a discrepancy, it will output something on the screen to inform the user that the program was not fooled. C#. Since I'm a C# developer, I ask OpenClaw to install the latest version of C# for me. But because I have not given OpenClaw the proper privileges, I actually had to copy and paste the commands it told me that I should run on a more privileged terminal window. Once that was done, I asked it to create a simple text-based Pac-Man game. There was a minor coding error, but it was able to fix it right away. I then asked it to create a 3D game using graphics instead of text. It's actually a Tetris game, and that came out really good. Next, I asked it to create a simple Flappy Bird clone, and even asked it to create a version of it where the bird shoots fire from its mouth. That one turned out okay. Then I had it do a simple Space Invader clone, followed by a simple 3D shooting game similar to Wolfenstein 3D. And then I started experimenting with browser-based 3D games. I had it create a simple ball balancing 3D game, as well as a very basic first-person shooting style game in the browser. I only spent 10 seconds typing the prompts for these games, so the quality of the output reflects that, obviously. Still, this is amazing for what you can do with a local AI agent. The agent can create the game files, modify the code, and even tell you how to run the code it generates. It's hard to imagine programming now without an AI companion. An experienced programmer, coupled with a series of AI agents, is probably how software engineers will evolve over time. It's an exciting future, and I can't wait to see how it matures. What do you guys think? Are you excited about OpenClaw and AI agents? If there are aspects of OpenClaw you would like to know more about, let me know in the comments below and I can follow up in a future video. Remember, do what you love and love what you do every day. Thanks for your time and thanks for watching.